Hey everybody, this is prisoner 830506 reporting from my prison cell at Facility 5, a private contract prison, and this is vlog 6, I think. Have I lost track of the numbers? I think so. I think this is vlog 6. This is by popular demand. People wanted to see the tops of my feet, so I'm facing the camera on this one. I do turn around later in the full vlog that you can see over at patreon.com/facility5, and I also show an older video before my suspension chain was installed and with the soles of my feet up on this panel, but that you won't see that in this one because this is going to be a short one. This is just a quick one that's to tell you what we're going to talk about in the main one, and I'm going to go into a lot more detail on the main vlog. So anyway, as you know from the previous vlog, that there was an incident in trash processing where my supervisor, an upper level PLW, prison labor worker, just like I'm a prison labor worker, but he's an upper level one. He's a control over us down there, and apparently he has every right to beat us unconscious because he didn't get punished for it. So it's a bunch of crap. I was kind of pissed off when I saw that he was still working down there because I assumed for sure that he would be fired after what he did. And he did draw blood, which is against prison rules. He did do time in the dungeon, but he did easy time in the dungeon. It's still not that easy, but it's better than the other 2 prisoners that were sent down there. My partner spit in his face. That's an initiation of violence. She did a week in the dungeon. The prisoner that knocked him on his ass, justly, in my opinion, initiated violence. He did a week in the dungeon, and my supervisor got 5 days. And then he came back and prepared the trash processing for us to return. I was off mandatory labor for a week. 4 of those days was under lockdown, so it wasn't as good as you think, but at least I wasn't working, which was good. And I really had high hopes that I would be transferred to another position, that I'd be reassigned. That didn't come true. I assumed that they would fire him and put him in the dungeon, and that was half true because he did do dungeon time, but he's still supervisor, and I got put back into trash processing. He made a lot of changes though, and at first some of them I wasn't really a fan of. So basically when we get to our position down there, he wants us to line up side by side with our toes on this line that's on the floor. We're supposed to have our feet apart, so that the sides of our feet are pressed snugly together with the prisoners next to us, and we're naked. We have to take off our long shirt, which is all we're allowed to wear down there. We don't wear the leggings for good reason. Otherwise, I'd be getting back to my cell with soaked leggings with garbage juice on them. We're not allowed to wear the long sleeve shirt. Same problem. I'm putting my bare hands in garbage all day, so the sleeves of my shirt would be covered in garbage juice. So instead, we're naked except for the long shirt. So when we arrive to work, he wants the long shirts off, piled up at the front of the line, so we're standing naked, with our feet apart, toes on the line, side by side, so that our feet are touching on the sides, and our palms together, not holding hands, but the palms of our hands pressed firmly together at our sides, and our shoulders touching. Well, depending on your height, my new partner, to replace the one that went to the dungeon, and apparently was reassigned. Her shoulder comes up to my bicep. She's just a little thing. She's so cute. She's freaking adorable. I have a huge crush on her. But anyway, that aside, so things have changed. Also, every morning we start with 2 lashes to the soles of both feet. So which is actually fine with me, to be honest. I don't want lashes, but before I was getting at least 3 lashes a day, most likely more, right? So he's winning because he gets to initiate 28 lashes, right, to all of us, because there's 7 of us, times 2 feet times 2 lashes is 28, if I'm doing my math correctly. So and he gets off on that. So he's getting 28 lashes in. We're only getting 2 lashes each. We're all being punished for not supporting his actions in beating that prisoner unconscious, which apparently is within his rights. And then so we have to lay down on the floor with our feet in the air, side by side, just as we were on the floor. Our feet have to line up across the line with the sides of our feet touching our neighbors. And he goes down the line, and instead of having us pose our toes, he puts his fingers between our toes to spread them apart, and then bends our toes back and whacks the soles of our feet. And he goes down the line, and he gets 2 lashes to the sole of every one of our feet. So at this point, our feet are really sore, and they're in a lot of pain. And then he forces us to stand up, and then he chains us to the machine now, by both ankles. The chain goes from one ankle, and it goes under the machine. It wraps a couple times around each leg in the conveyor belt. And then it comes back around, and it chains to the other ankle, and then a chain, then it connects. It runs onto the next prisoner's ankle. So our ankles are chained all together, but we're also chained to the machine, and the prisoners next to us are about 12 inches. Their feet are about 12 inches from ours, so we have a little bit of movement to kind of move around, and we're all chained to the machine now. So this is actually a good thing. We're all naked, which I didn't really like. I get really embarrassed when I'm naked around other prisoners and other people in general. But since we're all naked, I've kind of gotten over it, and we had to work naked on the belt, and I get to see naked girls. And I don't get to see naked girls very often in here, unfortunately. So there's definitely benefits to that. We're all erect at this point, so it's like, it's apparently we're all straight on the male side anyway. But anyway, so we work. He has the machine turned up to maximum. We have to catch up because we have a week's worth of garbage that's built up over the past week that the department was closed. And we're getting a lot done now. The machine's at full speed, and at the first, me and my partner aren't even getting any garbage or any glass or plastic, because we're at the end of the belt, and it's being caught by the other 4 prisoners before it even reaches us. Eventually, their bins fill up, and they start letting stuff through, and it gets a little scary towards the end because we're basically taking it all at high speed, but we have a long way down the line so we can see it coming, so we're pretty good at grabbing it, and she's really good. My other partner really sucked at it. She had no perception of motion or whatever. She had no tracking. She let stuff go by all the time, and then we get the soles of our feet lashed. So I'm kind of glad she's gone. But my new partner, super adorable and super quick on the plastic and glass. She's sharp. So we finish, and we got a lot done. In fact, my supervisor is actually working. He's taking the bins at the end of the aisle, end of the belt, and lining them up on the wall near the compactor hole, the hole in the wall that's locked with the metal door that he has to unlock, and then we have to move the trash from there into that in the compactor. And it's way more efficient the way he has it set up. After we're done, he congratulates us of doing a good job, which is totally out of his character. I've never seen him use positive reinforcement ever. And he unchains our feet one at a time, and we're told to go over and get a shirt, because we're allowed to wear shirts from that point forward. He separates us up, puts 2 of us on the glass, 2 of us on the plastic, and lucky me and my co-worker, my slave partner anyway, we're chained together and we're put on bins, which is the worst freaking job in the department. So we have to use our bare hands to remove the trash from the bins and throw it into the compactor. Not that big of a deal, because my hands are already in the trash. I've already touched this trash already, getting the glass and plastic out. It's the bottom of the bins that's the problem, because all the garbage juice collects at the bottom, and all the little pieces like used condoms and used tampons and pieces of paper that are saturated in this garbage juice, right? And we have to lean into the frickin' thing, and the other prisoner has to hold it steady, or otherwise it'll tip over. And so, because basically our entire upper body is in the bin at that point as we scrape all that shit out of the juice, right? Because it can't have any solids when we pour it into the metal grate floor area and spray it off. So worst job ever. I mean, when I'm down in that, the smell is so bad and it's just so disgusting. My gag reflex is getting a workout, really. But we take turns, so I do one, the next one she does. So it could be worse, I guess. Our job is the longest, so by the time phase 3 starts, or stage 3 is what he calls it, which is cleanup, the glass and plastic people, they finish and they start cleaning up, because he wants, and that's another thing too, is when I enter the department, it is super clean. The floor looks like it's been polished. It's bare concrete, but it's like shiny, and it's like super clean. He wants that place spick and span by the time we leave there, right? So they're all doing their part to clean up, and then we're finishing the bins. And by the time we're spraying out the bins on the metal grate floor, they all kind of join us over there, and we're all standing on the metal grate floor spraying each other's feet and legs off and rinsing our hands off, getting all the garbage juice off and everything. And then he has us line back up, toes on the line, shirts off, and we're standing there naked, with our feet apart, touching at the sides, and our palms together. And he actually commends us. He said we did a really good job. There won't be any more lashes. And he informs us that if there were going to be lashes, they would be the following morning. Because he's not going to be stopping production to lash our feet anymore, which is smart. And I'm happy that he didn't add lashes to our feet for the next day. And the job sucks still, but it's way better than it was before. And my new partner, I can't get her out of my mind. She's like 24/7. She's just right there in my head. And so I'm actually looking forward to going back tomorrow to work. And that's very strange. And that because the process that he's doing now, I don't think that we're going to be down there very much. I mean, it's like before my shift was about 3 to 4 hours long. I think it's going to be half that now because of the added speed that we're getting from, the efficiency of having us all work the belt. And people aren't just standing around waiting for plastic and glass. We're all working together as a team. And that goes a long way to giving us self-worth and stuff. I mean, we felt good. I mean, not only was he propping us up, saying we did a great job, which is completely unusual, which you really got to take when he gives it to you. But we got a lot done. So I was pretty proud of all the work we got finished. And we still have a lot more, but I think we're going to finish it within probably the next couple of days. And then after that, because of this new process, I'll probably only be working 2-hour shifts. So that's pretty cool. I'll only be down there for a couple hours a day. So anyway, I'm going to end this here. There's going to be a lot more details in the whole process over at patreon.com/facility5 for the full vlog. I'm also going to be doing a daily vlog, and being that they're going to be shorter by definition on a daily, I'm probably just going to be posting on YouTube like the basics, like just what I'm going to be talking about on the main vlog. So if you really want to follow this project, please become a patron. You can do it for $5 a month. It's really not that much. If you really want to support and continue my imprisonment, extend my imprisonment, then you might want to donate more. You'll get extra options like, extra stuff. You go there and check it out. But thanks for watching, and I really appreciate you guys on YouTube as well. I just have to pay for my imprisonment now, and I really need the support. So head over at patreon.com/facility5, and I'll see you next week or possibly in a couple days. I'm really going to try to push for that. I'm going to have a meeting with legal soon, and I'm really going to push the idea of doing a daily vlog. I want to be like it was before when I started the shackling. I was doing it every day, a vlog every single day. And I got into a routine that really kind of worked out well. And I really want to get back into that mode, that daily mode. So if you're into that, just come over to patreon.com/facility5 because the full vlogs will be there. And like I said, it's probably just going to be a preliminary thing just to lay out what the talking points are on YouTube, because each one's probably going to be a lot shorter than these weekly ones. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week or possibly in a few days, depending on their answer.